It's a fun regardless of that.
Now we can have fun. I don't mind having fun.
Literally, you know. Let's literally have fun. So it is what it is. Touch when you gotta touch. So good.
Billionaire Odikachi, chopping and smiling Dikachi. There is no mercy for money, because why Odikachi? Oh my God, it is an Okokobiyoko situation. Because guys, at this moment, I feel like everybody in the Big Brother house that is not in a relationship right now should be marking themselves safe. Mark yourself safe from the relationship shipment in the Big Brother house, because it is a very, very dangerous game that these people are playing with people's hearts, with people's minds, with people's bodies, with people's souls. God abeg. God abeg. We have to lament at this point in time. Because guys, did you just watch that video? The other day when it was trending that Umeli and Nelisa had sex, me too, I heard it. Me too, I watched it. But I was itching to come and do this video. But I told myself that Umba no so. Esiri, wait, let us see how this cookie is going to crumble. Let us see exactly how this cookie is going to crumble. Because my guys, not be to tell story. The issue is not to tell story. Not be to tell story. Your story done. It done. Let me be real with you guys right now. This particular story done. And that is why I have saved it. And I'm set to dish it out to you guys today. Let's go. So as you know, my name is Asiri Ochiko, and you are welcome to A Series View. This is a channel where we bring you all the hot pepper soup, all the pepper rempe that is going on in the Big Brother Titans house. God. Because if you are not watching, I am watching on your behalf. And I'm here to help you sieve out the juicy tales. Because 24 hours, everybody is busy. Me too, I am busy. But no wahala. This is my own job. My job is to keep you updated, and that is what I am going to continue doing, guys. So once again, you're welcome here. To all of my new subscribers, new viewers, new followers, welcome. And my old faithfuls, you guys know I love you now. And what I go do without you now? So very good to have you here, everybody. The gist today, hey God, is about Umeli and Nelisa. Guys, it shocked you because it shocked me. Oh, you know that Melissa and Sandra and Mmeli were in a ship on Saturday night. Oh. This is how Mmeli just changed that ship into a triangle, just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that. Sandra, before Sandra I go clear, she was in a triangle. That, hey God, I felt for her. I felt for her because when you look at the kind of person that Sandra is, you find out that she's not necessarily a clingy babe. She's a guy's girl. A girl like Sandra can understand what's up. Like, if you are real with her, if you come up to her and like, look, babe, this is the deal. A girl like Sandra can get with you and she can walk with you. But Umeli decided to pull the rug from underneath Sandra's feet. Like, guys, we just did here. They comot man. They comot man for our Nigerian sister hand. Hey, the team paid me. I'm like, are you serious? Nelisa, that girl is tiny. I like to call her a bullet because as you see her swim, as she's small swim, God, there is nothing small about her. That is the real definition of small but mighty. That is Nelisa. The things that Nelisa can do. God, the way she made a beeline for Umeli. Melissa did not bat an eyelid. Beeline. Straight for the guy that she wanted. She collected him. She no get time. She was the one who approached Mmeli, told him that she liked him, everything. And before you knew, they were under the sheets.
It is what it is. Touch when you gotta touch. So good.
things that only Nelisa can do in that house. When I look at her, I'm like, this girl has audacity. Audacity is raining from her head to her toes. She don't give a damn. Like, as you see, I see Nelisa, so Nelisa doesn't really care. She's going to do her all the time. Jesus Christ. But that would be the same character as Sandra as well. Sandra looks like a girl that's, man, Sandra is daunting. She has presence. Do you understand? She has very powerful presence. But in us, Nelisa not still sendo. Nelisa not sendo. Now, dear Nelisa enter. So sad. So sad that Sandra had to leave the next day, because I really wanted to see how that cookie was truly going to crumble, guys. I really wanted to see it. Nelisa and Sandra in that house together, in this particular situation, it would have been all the drama we paid for. Everything packaged and given to us. Honestly, it would have been. But as no be we the votes now, as no be we the evict, the people vote, some no votes. Too bad. You see this Mmeli, this low budget Yuledochi that just decided to change, it just changed relationship status on somebody. I remember that at a point, Sandra had to call him, because you guys, Sandra went outside and saw Umeli kissing Nelisa. So for those of you who don't understand what the hula baloo is about, let me give you a little background story. After the Saturday night party, Nelisa and Mmeli got together. Sandra walked out to the laundry area and she saw Umeli with Nelisa. They were kissing. Mmeli carried Nelisa up. Nelisa is very tiny. He carried her up and they were kissing. So when Sandra saw that, she was shocked. This is a girl that had spent most of the party time dancing with her boo, enjoying themselves. They had had a lot to drink. And of course, I'm sure she was anticipating having a fun time with him that night, only to step out and see him with some other girl. So she stepped back into the kitchen and she was pissed. She was talking to Blue Ava. She was like, I understand that in this house, people might need to flirt and stuff, but to get to that level where you are kissing a girl in this same house where I am, like, how can you do that to me? And let's remember that Sandra was already up for eviction. That was Saturday. Sunday, she was likely to go home. So if she would have needed the support of the guy that was her person in that house, Saturday night after the party would have been that moment where she would need the most support. Instead, this is what she walks into. So she's pissed and she's sharing all of this with Blue Ava. Blue Ava is like, no, this is terrible. No, you shouldn't have done that. I need to speak with him, and Sandra was like, if this is the way he wants to go, if I manage to survive eviction on Sunday, he's going to know that I'm not the bitch to do this with. She's going to know that too.
The way the covers together, all covered from head to toe. What are you talking about? Y'all not gonna make me no motherfucking simp, my nigga. I came here for $100,000 motherfucking dollars. If I survive tomorrow, shit. He's not gonna see me. He's not gonna see me. My nigga, you don't know who the fuck I am. No, I'm gonna talk you. You can't fucking.
I understood why Sandra was a little irritated or was a bit pissed about the situation, But when I talk about Nelisa and audacity, you guys don't even understand. You don't understand where I'm going with that. Do you guys know that after Sandra had seen them kissing at the laundry area, they came back into the kitchen area and Sandra called Mmeli and she was trying to reason with him. She said, guy, listen, if you want to play your game and you want to do your shit, let me in, like, on your deal. I am not that girl. And if you look at Sandra, you can tell Sandra is not the kind of girl to be clingy. She can play the game. If you are upfront with her, she can work with you to play the game. And she was saying that to Mmeli, like, look, I can work with you to achieve this thing you want to do, but be upfront with me. I don't want to step into anything. I don't want to walk into anything. I don't want to be caught unawares in this game. Like, don't do that shit with me. While she was trying to have this conversation with Mmeli just saw something to distract himself. I think it was Canada. He just walked off with Canada. Hey, good. Sandra smiled. She kept her cool. She was standing there in the kitchen. And Nelisa, the child of audacity, the single child of audacity, walked up to Sandra and asked her, are you okay? Like, you are out in the laundry kissing my boo, and then you walk to me in the kitchen right after I saw it, and you ask me, are you okay? Okay, kill you there. Okay, kill you there. But thank God Sandra was smart enough not to buy into that anger. She just smiled. She said, yeah, for sure. And she reached out. She opened her arms. And Nelisa came and she gave Nelisa a hug. The hug of death. As I was seeing that hug, I was saying, this hug should actually be a strangulation. And a strangulation. Now, strangulations, Sandra won't strangulate this girl. Now, this one no be hug. Hug no be waiting there, Sandra mind. Because, like, who does that? Like, who does that?
So you love me, so let me put you to If you tell me shit, I can be that girl. It's not gonna change what I feel for you or how I see you. If you wanna play your fucking game, you can tell me. I don't wanna. The thing is, I don't wanna walk in to say shit or hear some shit. You can tell me. I can be a G about it. Canada.
Please take this picture.
Somebody stole my alcohol.
Regardless of everything that Sandra said, regardless of the hugs, regardless of anything, Umeli and Nelisa still went out to the outdoor lounge. They spent a couple of hours there. They told each other that they don't care, regardless of anything that's going on, they just want to have fun. They agreed to have fun. Umeli even said to Nelisa, he was like, go ahead, touch what you want to touch. Like blanket permission. As in open door policy to his body. Do you understand? Like, guys, for real? And Melissa went to town. They covered the duvet over their head. If that was not enough, she told him, I want you to spend the night in my bed tonight. Remember that Sandra and Umeli always spend the night together in each other's bed. But Nelisa told him, tonight, I want you in my bed. And Mmeli, like the flower vase that he is, decided to follow her to her bed. Because we keep saying that men cannot be snatched. But you see this Mmeli, for Mmeli, I make an exception. Because this man allowed himself to be snatched like a handbag. Like a frontal wig. They snatched him and he entered into Nelisa's bed and lay there for the night.
On this side, it's easier because we put it on here. Huh? So you put it here because it's easier.
Well, they indeed had sex because Nelisa went on 2 occasions to get condoms from the condom room. Nana saw her and she told Nana to tell everybody who asked that nothing happened, the condom bags were not tampered with, and the condoms remained the same number. But Nana, as a true Niger sister, opened up and told Sandra that, see you, they have gone to foreclose your boyfriend this night. They have packed condom because of your boyfriend, because of your boo. And they are in bed doing the do. Sandra had a lot to deal with, guys. She really did have a lot to do with. But I have to give it to that girl. She held her head up. She stayed calm. She did her thing until Sunday. And Mmeli kept trying, looking for opportunities to apologize to her. But guess what? Sandra did not credit him with that opportunity. She did not credit him with the opportunity to get closure. She refused to give him that. She knew how desperately he needed it. But he had fucked up and she wanted him to choke on his actions. So he kept going to her. Sandra, I need to speak to you. Sandra, I need to speak to you. And every time he went to Sandra, oh, okay, no problem. Soon, I'm coming. Let me just do this. That's what she did till she was evicted. The last time he saw her was when Big Brother was counting. Leave the Big Brother Titans house now. 10, 9, 8. She said her goodbyes and she walked out the door. I stand a queen. Sandra, wherever you are watching this video, I say I stand a queen. Because there are so many women that would have crumbled in that situation. As for example, last year we saw the beauty Takuras. Now we know how the go went. Even this year we are seeing the Kosis. But not Sandra, man. That girl held her own regardless. She held her own. And this is the worst version of it I have ever seen. But Sandra held her own. Kudos. Baby girl, kudos. So how has the cookie crumbled? Hey, God. My darlings, my darlings, my darlings. Umeli woke up the next morning. You know, the thing is, when people do certain things, and you do not give them the response they are expecting. Hey, God. You get as that thing they do for body. You get as they affect brain. Because it clear say the thing affect Umeli brain. By the time Sandra left the house on Sunday, yesterday was Monday, Umeli woke up on Nelisa's bed, but refused to interact with Nelisa. He refused to interact with Nelisa. He greeted everybody. Nelisa wanted the hug and everything. He just said, hey, what's up? Gave her a high five and walked away. Now there, Nelisa started to worry. Nelisa started having emotional heartbreak. She became emotional. It was a damage. Emotional damage was going on because she couldn't understand. She had spent the night with this guy and all of this. And then she woke up the next morning and he was aloof. He was cold. He was literally ghosting her in the same house. Nelisa had a conversation with Yaya. Yaya felt bad. First and foremost, Yaya was shocked that they actually did have sex. Nelisa didn't hide the details. She opened up to Yaya that this is what happened between me and this guy and everything. Yaya said, I'm pretty disappointed in you that you did that with this guy, knowing fully well he was with Sandra and all of the shit that happened. Nevertheless, what has happened has happened. I'm not going to beat you up about it. Umeli is my guy. He's like a brother to me. I'm going to have a conversation with him. And guys, Yaya had this conversation with Umeli. See, I was clapping. I stood up in my bedroom and I was clapping because I have never seen a woman tell it to a guy. So point blank, period. Yaya gave it to Mmeli. She was not mincing words, guys. She told him, like, I am disappointed in you. Like, for whatever reason you chose to have sex with that girl, for whatever reason you have done that, and having done that, there is a way and manner to treat her. I'm not asking you to date her. I'm not asking you to continue to sleep with her. But having done that, there is a way and manner to handle yourself post that. She gave Umeli a chance to express his reasons. Umeli said all the reasons he doesn't like Nelisa. Nelisa is an instigator. Nelisa is this. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this gender? You just had sex with this girl the day before. You spent the night in her bed. You guys were having fun. The next morning you ghost her and Yaya is asking you about your attitude and you have only negative things to say about Nelisa, the girl you slept with. Well, Yaya said to him in response to all of his narratives, then you shouldn't have slept with her though. If this is how you feel about her, then you shouldn't have gone to bed with her though. You shouldn't have slept with that girl. Well, for whatever reasons, I need you to understand that you've done what you've done and it is not right. I do not respect it. I like you because of the way you carry yourself in this house. I like you because of the way you handle yourself. That is why I'm taken aback about your attitude, about this thing that you did. Is this really you? She went into him, guys. Like, she told him, she was like, I'm disappointed. You should do better. That is somebody's daughter. That is somebody's sister you're treating that way. And I'm not just telling you this coming from the perspective of, oh, you are my guy. I'm also coming from the perspective, I am a woman too. And if you do this kind of thing, it hurts. You shouldn't do this kind of thing. She cleared him. Guys, she cleared this guy.
That you don't fuck with me, but you're wrong for sleeping with that girl. Yeah. And then doing this now and treating it the way you're treating it right now. You're wrong for that. Yeah. Do you understand? She, at the end of the day, I wish I could speak for Nick.
I understand.
At the end of the day, she is someone's child. She has feelings. Yeah. Do you understand? And you need to be sensitive to that. You shouldn't have slept with her if this is...
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I know.
That was just wrong. That is a dick move, and I did not expect that from you.
Yeah, I know, almost there.
If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm a little disappointed in how you're handling the situation.
Yeah.
Yes, people are drunk. Things happen when people are drunk. Do you understand? But you don't have to go about it. I'm not saying be her friend and chase after her and in. Do you understand?
Nah.
But the way you're going about it is what I don't approve of.
Sure.
I'm not here saying go and date Nelisa. I'm not saying that. And I've even told her, I was like, you heard this guy. He said he's here to have fun. And I don't want you to overthink whatever happened between you guys.
Sure.
Because you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Most deaf.
Do you understand? However, the way you are handling the situation right now, it's wrong.
Sure. I understand.
She cleared him. And when she was done, Umeli understood what she was saying. And Umeli said to her that he respects her opinion. He said he understands what she was saying and he regrets his actions. He said he regrets his actions, that he is not a man of pride. He takes learnings when he is wrong. And he can see that at this point in time, he is wrong. And he does regret his actions. And he thanked Yaya for coming out to him and not beating around the bush. He thanked Yaya for coming out straight to him and telling him the things that he did wrong. He appreciated her for that. And for that, you know, I looked at him and I was like, well, there is this part. There is this part. Because, I mean, there are people like Umeli, and of course, there are people like our Yoruba demon, Yemi, who will continue to gaslight, continue to deny, refuse to be accountable, refuse to accept that they are fucking up. They will refuse everything. Just keep playing games and circles around people. But Mmeli accepted this. And right after his conversation with Yaya, he went and had a conversation with Nelisa. And that conversation was pure, it was truthful, and it was thoughtful. He opened up about how he felt about what he did. He said he was ashamed of how he behaved post the interactions with them with her, and he was also ashamed of his interaction with her. He said that he is not the kind of guy to just do one night stands. He said he would need to date a girl for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before he can even get into bed, at least get to know the girl to a point before going to bed. And what he did with her is kind of out of character for him. But that is one of the reasons why he came to the house in the first place, because he came here to just have fun, and he's lived a very straight and narrow life, and he just wanted to say, like, you know what? F everybody, let me just do me. And that was something he felt he would do. But at this particular time, why this one hurts the most is because he hurt somebody. He said he hurt Sandra. He shouldn't have done that to her. And that Sandra ended up leaving on Sunday. And it's difficult for him because he knows that wherever she is, she's watching this. And the way that he has behaved is completely wrong. That he should not have treated her that way. And because of that, he regrets all his actions. He regrets his intimacy with Nelisa. He regrets his actions towards Sandra. He regrets his actions after his intimacy with Nelisa, you know. And he made sure that he had a conversation with her to make her understand that and to make that right. However, Nelisa herself said, well, she feels bad because she knows Tabang has been giving her a distance since all this happened. And she owes him some kind of explanation. She says she likes Tabang, and she also likes Mmeli. She has feelings for both of them. You understand? But that she never meant for this to hurt Tabang, but she knows that it has hurt Tabang. She doesn't feel bad about Saturday. She enjoyed her intimacy with Umeli on Saturday. However, Tabang is hurt by it, and she feels like she owes him an explanation, which she would give to him. But that as regards having fun, that is something she really wants to be able to do in this house with the people that she wants to do it with, without any regrets. Well, I have to, you know, I can't fault Nelisa. She came here to play her game. She came here to have fun with the people that she wants to have fun with, and she's upfront about it. At least before she went in with Mmeli, she and Tabang had given themselves a certain level of distance. Tabang also had realized that he didn't want to be in it with her like that. He wanted them to just be friends because he felt that Nelisa had her eyes on other guys. And Tabang was absolutely right, you know. And he evaluated the situation and said, look, I don't want to get caught in any triangles. So myself and Nelisa would just be friends. Do you get me? So at the end of the day, you know, it is very refreshing to see a man actually have focus remorse, because like I always feel like this thing is one thing that it's women that I regret sleeping with this guy, I feel shame. To actually see a guy feel shame about his actions with somebody else, for him to actually feel remorse for having sex with somebody else when he owed his loyalty at that point in time to someone else, that matters. And I think it's something that should be highlighted. So guys, this is how the cookie crumbled. Not be first to call police, because you ran, you had sex, you gathered condom, you covered duvet, you did everything. But at the aftermath of your activity, nobody feels good about it, you know. And there was a word he used when he was talking to Yaya. Umeli said, it is it is liquor courage. It was liquor courage. Like, anytime there is the Big Brother Saturday party, after that, you need to sit up with a cup of coffee and just wait for the drama. It will rain drama. It will rain activity in the Big Brother Titans house and in any other Big Brother house, because there is really a thing that alcohol does to the system. It impairs people's ability to make rational decisions. And when that happens, Dutch courage arises. And I think it was in the spirit of Dutch courage that Mmeli and Nelisa did what was in their mind. Because Dutch courage will only let you do the thing that is in your mind. So it was in the spirit of Dutch courage that Umeli and Nelisa did what was in their minds, not caring whose ox is God. However, on the aftermath, neither of them really feels proud about the actions that they took and the people that they hurt. And I think the lesson on this episode is for everybody to be very, very careful on the actions that we take. It's not enough to just go for your pleasures. Your pleasures are one thing, but remember that that pleasure is momentary. At the end of that pleasure, can you look at those who have cared for you, supported you, and loved you deeply, intensely, and intentionally? Can you look at them in the eyes? Or is your pleasure going to hurt those people? Because there is that moment where we're like, oh, I've done this, fuck everybody, I just want to do my life. And come on, that is irrational thinking. After you have done your life, or you have done whatever it is you feel like is going to give you pleasure, it's a short time. At the end of that, can you look back and be happy with yourself? Can you look back and be confident about your decision? Can you look in the eyes of people who have trusted you? Can you? That's a very important question. So going forward this week, maybe we should all ponder on something as vital as that. Thank you guys for coming to a series view once again to hear me, my opinions and commentaries on the Big Brother Titans show. But until our next episode, it is bye for now. However, do not forget to subscribe, like, love, and follow this page for future episodes, because I ain't never gonna stop, guys. I would always bring you the tea. Ciao.